So the ATO is looking for tax, and they do this by finding any undeclared income via taxpayers. That can be companies, individuals, or whoever. And they have a lot of systems to find this, whether it's AI, data matching, algorithms, and all the fancy stuff. But one of the biggest ways they do find undeclared income is via tip offs from other taxpayers. So there's been about 300,000 tip offs since about 2019. It's about 50 or 60,000 per year. And this usually happens when another taxpayer tries to work out or is suspicious as to how another person is able to afford their lifestyle while not paying enough tax. So the ATO can get this tip off via the phone, via the website, or even sending an email. The ATO will investigate to see whether the claims are correct or not. Of course, if you are giving false claims, there is also big repercussions for doing this. So only do a tip off if you are genuinely concerned or it does make sense that this person is evading tax. So what the ATO does, they also use a range of systems to data match. So say, for example, if you have a person that has a luxury car in New South Wales, that car is registered to the New South Wales RTA. The RTA will share this data with the ATO and they'll cross-reference or cross-check the individual that's associated with that car. So if that individual doesn't have any income or it can't justify a luxury car, the ATO gets suspicious and they'll continue to start digging on other databases to try and work out how you can afford it. And at the very end of it, they will start reaching out to you to say, give me a please explain. And if things don't match up, they will come after you, they will do a full audit, and they will find any income that they're owed. They will find any income that they are owed. So in the spotlight, there are industries that have specific circumstances, which we're talking about cash. So if we look at construction, cafes, restaurants, hairdressing, these are notorious for having a lot of cash, and you have a lot of these businesses not declaring the right amount of income. So one of the ways that they can be tipped off is also just by looking at the company's tax return. If you have a cafe that's losing money for 3, 4, 5 years, there's going to be a reason as to how that business can stay afloat and not pay tax if they're constantly losing money every single year. So, and I've also seen where there's companies that put little signs out that say, we'll give you a 10% discount if you pay via cash. This is illegal. This is not allowed. And if the ATO does get wind of it, this is usually via a tip-off, then they will definitely come down hard on the business as well. So at the end of the day, you've got a lot of data matching happening. You have a lot of systems that are talking to each other, whether they're private, whether they are government. So when you do your tax return, make sure you report the correct income, because one way or the other, the ATO will find it.